should gamble. That's right, I said it. You all should gamble so you learn firsthand how stupid gambling is.
No, no, I'm not here to gamble at the prize, and you always never tell me to do anything with my mind lately. And also, your butt cheeks are so sacrificed. I'm not really saying that they're really that bad, but that sketch of a design, everybody wants to know what it's about. So, I couldn't understand what it is. Oh, hey guys, it's Son of Beast. So, as you all been thinking about me, about gambling the money, I decided not to do it because I know when I went to the Royal Caribbean on the cruise ship, they have a Casino Royale. And you're not able to do anything once you want to do a little bit of money gamble out of your wallet or something like your savings account. I gotta say that this was a very tough for me to try to handle it out. This is no ordinary than the casino gameplays for all people who are rich. So as I made a decision right now, I decided to do with the slots to game up with the money win and the prize. I know it's very that tough to try to stay in one balance to make the bet, but it's not really that easy for me to try to stay in one place. So what I did is I tried doing a lot much harder than I expected. Well, at my age, I was too young to play the casino games. And, in Bahamas, you're over 18 right now. So if you're under 18, well, you can walk past by. And when in Las Vegas, they definitely do have some casinos. And not for me anyway, because what if I lose everything? Well, that's a big shame on me. Well, I'm not here to gamble because I'm always that good to work as a job. So I would like to keep my job secure enough and perhaps get a real-time job like the animator. I'm in a club, bro. But in that case, I'm not going to try to make that one too much helpful stuff. Because, it never really does happen all the time. And when I do something that's much important, when I wanted to enjoy the arcade games, I can definitely win a lot of tickets. But I'll be coming back here in every month of the year. And yes, I know. It's definitely like winning of money. And the prize, that's everywhere. Look how many they are. There are a big bunch of prizes. And you have to gain a lot of points. Maybe for me, if I win something at the arcade game, I could definitely just say, it's mine, victory for me, and instead of a junky stuff. I like the real prizes because it's really interesting and very cool to have that in your collection. And I can understand it's amazing. Now, what's my thought on gambling? Let him handle it.
Here's the stitch with gambling, okay? Gambling is only fun if you don't understand math. Humans have been gambling since the dawn of whenever money was invented. I mean, just take one look at the Las Vegas Strip and you will immediately understand how lucrative the gambling industry is.
And I say, welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas Prize. I could definitely say that I definitely did go there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely got that one in a picture here in front of a Vegas sign. So in that case, it's a very nice town. They have some filming multiple locations in between from the Jason Bourne, as I definitely know everything about this last one. When this car scene was right into the Riviera Casino, I know that it was definitely bubbled out. But that was included already and exploded out and demolition in 2015. So that used to be now a vacant place. Nothing is placed here. But I could say now it's a very nice casino here. I know it was big, but some of the words may say, so yeah, Las Vegas, get real. You should go to a different place. It's not for everybody who lives here and rich. So you have to stay out now. Oh yeah, tough guy. I will never try to keep you over this one at all. Sometimes that gambling can be about that challenging if you want to stay on top of the money line. And I can expect that.
They built the Statue of Liberty, the Eiffel Tower, and Caesar's Palace all on the same street. Gambling is everywhere in Las Vegas. As soon as you step off the plane, you're bombarded with slot machines in the airport.
Of course they are. They always have an airport. When I walk past by it, and I always can't believe it that this is not happening for me. and I say, yeah, I'm going to go walk away right now. So, sorry. I would like to do it on my mobile game device. It's easier than real games. And why is that Among Us here? Look at that picture. Why is it there? Seriously? Are you just trying to make a reference? Grow up.
Are you kidding me? You can't wait to gamble? As soon as you step off the airplane, you just immediately go, I gotta win big! Look, I understand why people gamble. I get it. I play Magic the Gathering, and opening up a booster pack and not getting any expensive cards is the exact same feeling as losing your entire life savings. The first time I gambled, I was in Australia for VidCon. After the convention, me and a bunch of mates went to a bar, and I found out that there was a casino attached to it. And I thought, perfect! I'm in a different country, so my parents will never find out that I gambled.
Well, wait, what if the parents could say that? One of my Beast family has been saying this. Son, you have to get off of the machine, and I am very serious of you. You gamble too much? Oh well, you're too bad at it right now. And then my papa would say, son, get off the game. My parents would have been consuming. They would never know how to play the games like that. Like if it's poker, or slot machines, the roulette, or even the blackjack. They will never know about me if I would gamble everything. Especially when I practice with the blackjack, it will be helpful enough. I demonstrated a video of how to play it. So, I know it was very that simple. I just don't want to make that one too much of a gambling loss. And this would never happen again.
Plus, I'm of legal age and independent. Let's get our gambling freak on!
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go play some arcade games, so see you later, casino loser. I'm out.
I was only comfortable asking my friend Moz to borrow some cash because I feel like if a friend asks, hey, can I borrow some money to gamble with? You're never gonna see that money or that friend ever again. All Moz had was a $5, which is Australian for $5. So I only got one chip to gamble with, and I decided to spend that one chip on roulette, because that's the only game I knew how to play. I know how to play blackjack, but I know there's a mathematical algorithm for the best, most perfect way to play, so I don't know how to play blackjack.
Yeah, I know that one, because the blackjack is obviously a tough call. And this isn't really the tough mathematical information when you try to do with the gambling and your budget money. So I definitely wanted to consume that. I wanted to get better in blackjack, but I want to not face against the dealer. It's definitely not happening like that. I just really wanted to play it like it's outside. And then maybe if me and my parents could definitely play how to do the blackjack, yes, I will try to see how I could do. I know the instructions of how to do this, but it's very not tough for me to try to stay in one spot. And I understand that. You get it.
And poker is too intimidating. I can't deal with people hyperanalyzing my facial expressions to see if I'm bluffing. I already know I'm a bad liar. And the last time I actually played poker was with Luigi on my DS.
Yes, that's definitely the thing. I know for gambling on the 3DS DS game, everything. I know that.
Here's some honest strategy for the game roulette, okay? Sometimes a roulette table will have a TV screen that gives you stats for hot numbers at the table. Like it'll say, Red 23's been poppin', it's been hit 14 times today. Ignore those statistics.
Yeah, I'll ignore it.
Every square at a roulette table has an equal chance of hitting regardless of whatever the previous numbers were. Just ignore those stats and always bet odd. So, with just one chip to my name, I was able to turn that single chip into 200 Australian dollary dues. Oh yeah! Oh, I'm feeling it! Oh, the gambler's high!
Oh my god. It's all your facial expression that you absolutely did that one here, James. And just to say that you are the odd one, I can't even just say if you wanted to go with the odds. Like you're the odd is out. That's why I definitely have to recall that rephrasing the number. And it definitely doesn't happen. Like Will Smith always keeps on winning. But it does seem like Carl just really would ask him, and that's not how the game works. I don't think that doesn't really work that way. How could I ever expect that? I mean, there's no way I can win that whole thing. I'm out.
Hey, you're insane. Quit while you're ahead. Yo, man with the bald head. Yo, tell me what they said. 7. Yeah! Go,
Oh, I'm not sure about your investments, but a 4,000% profit is very good. I could have kept going, but I really wanted to rub my winnings into Maz's face. I cashed out my chips, went back to the bar, and then slammed the 2 hundos on the table and said something cocky like, "How about them cheeky buggers, mate?" And Maz was like, "Did you just win those 200 wibbly wobbly dollary dues?" "Yeah, and it's all mine." And Maz went, "Hey, you still owe me 200 Australian dollars for that other thing I did for you." "Oh. Yeah, I guess I do owe you that."
Yeah, you do that every time. Not a choice, though.
Then he scooped up my 2 Australian hundos that I was just rubbing in his face. It's an anomaly that my very first casino experience was so positive. It was like the devil himself was tempting me to continue gambling. See? Gambling lets you pay off your debts. Never stop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I would be so devilish if I would have just felt like I would be so rich. So they would have said, like, you are always going to make me feel like I'm in the moon to make me go high up in the air. I mean, oh my God, no. I can't.
That, or I'm just really good at Australian roulette. This is probably how people get addicted to gambling, huh? Casinos are designed to make you stay in them for as long as possible. There's no clocks or windows, so you can't see how late it's getting. Chips are used, so it doesn't feel like you're spending money. And there's supposedly free alcohol, but I guess they run out whenever I show up.
Well, there's also another thing I have to say. They have cigarettes. I should call that one here. Okay, so cigarettes. It's not good. So I cover my nose, and why would they absolutely smoke here in a Casino Royale? I mean, that is no joke. Come on, man. I'm not always an alcoholic person. I never smoke here, and I'm thinking I don't want the tobacco to get killed. So they should have been done is they should ban from the cigarettes, like they would thinking like just forget all the things that they should have done. But I don't know what the world would happen. If they are banning the cigarettes, then most people are going to say, "Oh, I just smoked that badly, and this should never happen like that." It's all when I do the same thing. Not you.
But even knowing all the ways casinos manipulate you, it's kind of fun just being inside a casino.
Yeah, but not for me anyway. I'm always the loser. So, who could I bet? The loser for the BFDI could definitely say is, "Oh, don't feel bad. It's okay." With all that accomplished. Especially when you're having too much fun at night, don't you?
All the lights, the old ladies at the slot machines smoking away their already decaying lungs, the people crying in the bathroom because they have a gambling addiction. It's great. Hey, buddy, don't worry. You're going to win next time. I'm sure of it. To counter the life-ending...
Well, I don't think the people are not going to answer that one. So, yeah, that's very bad. Especially I know how to play the poker, and I got to watch that video thing, too. Just to understand the information, like blackjack.
Stressors, though, people will give the advice, if you're going to gamble, have a set budget and just assume you're going to lose it all. But I couldn't even do that. Not the sticking to a budget part. I couldn't bring myself to gamble away my allotted budget. When I went to Vegas, I told myself I was only going to gamble $300. But after I lost $200, I thought to myself, yeah, I don't think this is a good investment anymore.
You know what? It's not my good investment in my gambling prize. So yeah, shame on this. I'm quitting and leaving. So yeah, you know what? And sometimes the cigarettes I should have meant. So yeah, I feel like that would be feeling like very that bad with the smoke, as I know.
One time I was on a slot machine and I got the 5 buffaloes in a row or whatever, and I got the chance to win a jackpot. There was a mini game on the slot machine where I had to flip over tiles that had either bronze, silver, or golden apples. And if I flipped over 3 golden apples, I'd win the golden jackpot. And if I flipped over 3 silver apples, I'd get the silver jackpot, and bronze apples gave the bronze jackpot.
Yeah, it's all what I can never say about that. Even if I would have taken the lottery and then just go gamble that one up at that game, I could have just done that much better as I do. If I have a matching thing, I would have won big. A small amount, I mean, yeah, it's so shame to have that one here pay on the price. So I know it is very tough to gamble the money. And I expected the lottery would also help me with that, reaching over without gambling it. And with that number on the TV screen, you just have to watch and see what number you got. If you lose, that's basically on you. Try again next time. If you win, well, you're in for the big one. Maybe you could definitely have that one for the new renovation homes. Get it? You know, the home thing is not so bad after all. But it's very hard to do that job, so I'm not going to make that one too much, like, money to everything. All I wanted to get is a brand new car. Yes, I'm definitely working on my dream giveaway, so don't ask me. Back to this.
Which was the lowest jackpot. The gold jackpot was $5,000. So I flip over the first tile, and it's a golden apple. And I think, whoa. Then I flip over another tile, and it's another golden apple. And that's when I got the feeling. Oh my God.
I thought you were going to say, show me money.
I might actually win $5,000. Then I flip over 3 bronze apples in a row, winning the lowest jackpot. I don't even remember how much it was because I spent it all on the very same slot machine. And I immediately knew what happened. The game was dangling that golden jackpot right in front of my face, making me think I was 1 golden apple away from making it big, even making me pick which tile to flip over so it would make me feel more in control. When the whole time the computer could just change what was on the tile that I flip over because it's a computer. It can cheat. It's Schrodinger's jackpot. And before you...
Yeah, that's a cheating. Nobody should be doing that. And stop doing that in front of a person, okay?
Think I just got really bad luck? That very day, I was walking through the casino and I saw a guy playing on the same slot machine, and he got to the same jackpot minigame. And I stopped to watch him, and the exact same thing happened. He flipped over 2 golden apples and then 3 bronze ones. I don't know what the statistics are of that happening twice, but it's mighty coincidental. Why are we still gambling if the majority of people who gamble lose all their money?
Yeah, it definitely is a big deal.
Because it's fun. It's a stupid way to spend your money, absolutely. But the rush, man! In Australia, there were multiple times where I could have lost all my money, and statistically I should have. But whenever an odd number was hit, I couldn't help but throw my hands in the air and celebrate. I was hugging the dealer over winning $20.
Oh man, that celebration was definitely so embarrassable. I mean, if I were to win big, I mean, what could I say? Because, you know, the roulette is like a challenge to go with the odds, red or black. I mean, no question asked, because I do understand that gaming is a very tough one. But hey, who's got my money prize already? Maybe they're going to say, oh, count it up right now. It's all what it takes to Damian Lillard.
It's my lifestyle, all the time.
Making cash flow. Making cash flow. You know what to say, what I'm talking about, don't you? And you know that. And you know that. Money is the price that the cash you make. Yeah.
However, no matter how many times you win the jackpot, if you spend enough time in a casino, you will always lose. Ever hear the phrase, the house always wins? That's because they have the mathematical advantage and computers who cheat. Gambling is not an investment. It's not a way to pay off your debts. It is entertainment.
Entertainment. And I have to expect right now, because I know that I'm doing the NBA pick'em. So now I'm already 21 right now. So now I can definitely do some little NBA pick'em before the season starts. So at that point, it's getting closer. I'm about to enjoy my lifetime before the start of a new NBA season. And sometimes I could have done that one with the NHL to pick one of the fantasy sports to try it better next time. Well, I don't know if this will happen, but I think NBA Pick'em will be the best choice honor. I like it the most.
If done responsibly and in a social setting, gambling is absolutely fine to indulge in. And if you get upset that you lost all your money, what did you think was going to happen?
Well, what do you think will happen? I mean, you'll find out. Maybe explode. Okay, I'm kidding. Alright, so I guess that was it for the thoughts on the gambling. So, great story. So I still give a 10 out of 10 stars, which that helps with that one. And you got a lot of information for the people who lost all their money and the gambling, the prizes. I mean, I know it's a life scenario. But hey, I'm not going to play some casinos at this game. I can only get some tickets out to enjoy myself. But what could possibly be done for the next one? Well, there's another way to find out for the next one. Alright, and I guess that in Anime Insanity Invitational is already finished for me with 15 of the episode. So I would suggest go ahead and watch now my reaction. Calling card is up there on your right. So let's see how I can gamble with Nickel. In that case, I do respect to win the game. And deserve for Adam Katz to win for this season. I know. It's tough when you care about it the most, but you love the creator. It's probably the best thing to avoid the rival matchup between Balloon and Nickel. But what can I say? It might be a tough one that you always can't bear of. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. And with that being said, it's a lot of helpful information to go with some instructions. So if you have anything that you have any questions to concern about the gambling of this game, feel free to let me know in a comment down here below. And I would appreciate, because I will send you a video of how to do the gambling. So I understand how I to do with the blackjack, the poker, the slot machine, or the roulette game. And yeah, it's definitely like everybody having fun. So, yeah, I think it's a big win if you definitely are a richest person. At least if you're like 45 years old. I don't know if this will ever happen like that. But I still want to stay away from it. Alright, folks, thank you for watching. Peace out, everybody. And for a while as the Gambling Dial. This is Chris from Son of Beast. You can follow me on my social media on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Stay tuned for the next video. As I will do for the next one to keep your eyes on is the comics. Well, there might be another way that I could definitely try to keep an eye on. And this is a tough one, but I can always say. And yes, I did subscribe to you. TheOdd1sOut. And I definitely am so proud at the VidCon. So enjoy it yourself if you can. Maybe you'll find another VidCon near you. Not in New York City. But there'll be more. Back again for the next day. See you guys next time. Out of here.
If you don't, somebody will.